Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Ready? White 25.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Aaron Lynch in there to sack him for a loss of 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the gun. Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Bears and Bucs, you might recall, met in Tampa week 2 of last year, which was actually the first game for the Buccaneers after Hurricane Irma washed out their opener with Miami. And it was the Bucs who beat Mike Glennon in that game 26-9.
Let's go. Come on, gotta go.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
What friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Let's go now. Let's go. It's time to play.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Eddie Goldman in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Let's go, let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A Chicago 1st down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give to Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They pitch out to Howard. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are in for 6. Really got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Adam Humphries, 72 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big run there by Jones. 62 yards on the ground. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck it.
And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Ready. Blue ready.
Here's Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Onto the field now come the Bears. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On the toss play, Howard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Howard. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's the right side here, complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
Second down, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 5. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Winston. He's going to let this go deep for... He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hang on, you see it? You see it?
Running with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Chris Conte. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. And they'll go on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. To throw, Winston. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Eddie Goldman busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Here's Winston. Now he'll escape to his left. He finds Humphreys. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
The first carry here for Jaquiz Rogers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Akeem Hicks in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle to Evans. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this one's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Trouble safe. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Again, it's Howard. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Here's Sam Cook now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Jackson. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Clean, triple C. Ready. Blue ready. Hold this.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first